Okay, students, this is part two of the syllabus. I had left off talking about formative and summative assessments and what aspects of those are. One thing I want to point out, near the supply table, where the colored boxes are, there is a crate that says while you're out, and that's where I place absent work. So you need to go over there to retrieve your absent work based on the days you missed. So that's one point I forgot to add there. Number 11 says unit tests will be given on Thursdays and Fridays every 2 weeks, and expect a quiz at any time. So you need to be prepped and ready for quizzes that could be dropped on you at any time. And also that's why it's important to pay attention when we do the review games. And we do review games like Ball Toss Review, we do Hangman, we do Jingo, we do Quizlet, we do Kahoot, and we do a lot of fun games to help recap, refresh, and reiterate what we just talked about in history class. Fun games. Alright. I do not assign homework. Best teacher in the world right here. However, if students do not complete daily assignments in class, it is for homework and it's due the next day. Doing classwork for another class is not accepted if you are doing history work. That's considered disrespectful to me, and I don't like that. It's a pet peeve of mine. At the beginning of each unit of study, you will receive an interactive notes packet. We'll be working out of these, adding illustrations, completing assignments, adding additional notes. We'll also be doing and creating study guide questions. That's very important. I will not produce an extra packet if you lose it. And if there are certain circumstances where you need an extra one, I will help you there. But it's your responsibility to have that. And you basically have to copy notes when we go over the material of the packet. You're putting yourself at a disadvantage when you're not responsible. Bathroom and water break policy. One student is allowed to go to the bathroom and get water one at a time. One at a time, not 3, 4, 5 people out the door. We're not doing that because people have the tendency to misbehave. You miss out on instruction, you get behind. So one person at a time. Okay? Alright, that said. 15, it says if you fail to submit classwork, you'll be issued warnings, conferences, redirection, and encouragement to do so. If failure to submit classwork continues, these steps will be notify parents and guardians, assign a lunch detention, assign an after school detention, and deduct points from your grade. And I already mentioned about this earlier. It's just a breakdown of what the consequences are. You are to work until the bell unless told. I dismiss you from class if the bell does not. However, I will determine if you can do that on certain exceptions. Okay, so I don't expect a bunch of 6th graders to pop up at the bell and head out the door. No, I dismiss you. You will get to class on time. I'm never going to keep you late or keep you away from another teacher's class. I can't do that. Next, it says go to the website, bedfordsmrs.sharpschool.net, to visit the Stanford Middle School page. You can click on staff, social studies, and find my name, J. Greg Harris. You will find my information page about our class, an interesting website of SOL topics, list of assignments, what we're talking about, and upcoming events. Report cards, interims, field trips, you name it. Anything that keeps you up to date. Rewards. You'll receive incentives or rewards for answering difficult questions in class. Rewards will consist of having your name placed in a drawing for treats, prizes, extra credit points, and free time to play games on iPads. Your name be written on the board for drawings, for prizes, treats, and etc. If your name gets written on the board in my class or our class, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. PBIS passes will be given for good behavior, and that's a school-wide program. If you're caught doing acts of kindness, showing courtesy, respect, trustworthiness, honesty, you can get a good referral, or you can get a PBIS pass. Or if you've improved on your on your classwork, or you brought up your grades, because we want to encourage good academic performance as well as behavior along with attendance. You got to be here. Miss school, you miss out. So these passes are really cool, kids. I mean, you eat outside, you can eat with a friend outside pass. Hopefully it doesn't rain. You can have a hat pass. You can eat anywhere in the cafeteria with a friend. Electronics that pass, that's cool. You have to have appropriate content. No F words, no bad words or anything. No dirty pictures. No, we're not doing that. And electronics in class pass, and that's basically for the teacher who gave it to you. You can't use it in another teacher's class. So that's that. So that's fun. This is an overview of topics we'll be covering during the school year in U.S. History class. Our classes are 85 minutes in length, so that's why good attendance is important. And we're going to start with Reconstruction. Actually, we're going to start with geography, then get into Reconstruction, and end with the collapse of communism, and get into the modern day period, talking about terrorism and immigration and environment, Donald Trump, things that are going on, things that you hear about in the news, like North Korea, things that your parents or guardians talk about at the table. So we're talking about modern day stuff. The textbook that we're going to use is called A Freedom. Textbooks will not be issued, so you don't have to take a textbook home. We'll have a classroom set for you to use, and probably like 10 times out of 100 we're going to use a textbook. But if you need to take a textbook home, or your parents want you to take a textbook home, I'll make that accommodation for you. You have to check it out, but you have to be responsible and return it back to me at the end of the year. And that's school policy there, not just Mr. Harris' policy. Consequences from behavior. You should know how to act, but some of you don't know how to act, and that's the way it is. Consequences for misbehavior. Firm verbal warning. You don't understand what that means if I have to do that. Conference with the student. Maybe it's a one-on-one talk outside the classroom or at your desk. A tab in. There's a designated seat on your right-hand side of the classroom. It says tab in. That's where you take a time out for 5 minutes to reflect on your misbehavior, or you need to cool down, or you need to get your act together. You're not to talk to others. You're not to communicate with others. You don't do work there. You sit there for 5 minutes to reflect on what you did wrong, and so you can rejoin the class. Okay, so you can rejoin the class and get on with the lesson. It's there for you to reflect and to change your behavior. Lunch detention. A parent will be notified. That's where you sit for 25 minutes, eat your lunch, you don't talk. After school detention, that's for missing work as well, in regards to misbehavior. Parent-teacher conference. That will be necessary if you don't meet classroom expectations. And referral to an administrator for serious defiance, fighting, profanity, and gross disrespect. And I don't like to write referrals. I don't write a lot of referrals, but if I write a referral, it's for a good reason. And hope we never have to get to that point. So I want to run down this right here because we're going to be working in groups today. I have the acronym SMART. S stands for stay on task and focused. M stands for make sure everyone helps in your group, not one person doing all the work. Ask questions if needed. If you get stumped on a question, don't sit there and just leave the question blank. I'm free to help you. And ask people in your group. The goal is to communicate, because there'll be other people who might know the answer in your group. It's not against the law if you talk to other people in your group. People know things more than others. That's just the way it is. Or respect learning and people in that activity. Don't goof off. Don't throw pencils. Don't horseplay. Don't kick and touch, scratch, push people, make fun of people. Don't disrupt people when they're trying to get the assignment and task done. That's what I don't like. And try to do your best and finish up, so we can meet back together as a group, and you'll be successful in this activity. Kids, that's a wrap of part 2. I will probably give you a quiz on this in the form of a Quizlet Live activity, which is fun. Could be in the form of a Google form quiz, or it could be a ball toss game. So another thing I could do is I probably will or may embed questions in this from Edpuzzle for you to practice going through the procedure and policy handout, so you know what's expected, in making our classroom a great place to learn and love history. Thank you for listening, and have a good day, peeps.